What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Bison coming in with that hot Solana NFT alpha just for you, just to have some fun, make some money while doing it, earn some passive income, and enjoy the art you get with it. Solana NFTs are popping off right now. Make no mistake about it, and I would get in while you still can. Note, everything I say in this video and all my other videos is not financial advice. Do your own research as always. As anyone would say, I don't think there is a financial license you can get for this, but work with a financial advisor on that front. Moving into it, let's talk about 5 projects I am super stoked for in the month of April that I think have a big future ahead of them, and some of which I own, some of which I don't, some of which I'm looking to get an entry, looking to get some liquidity from some other projects and push it into this. So let's jump into the video. All right, first things first, we're going to talk about my personal favorite project. Full disclosure, I own a good chunk of Remnants, but I think it is something you need to know about. If you don't already know what the Remnants is, it is the best play to earn game on Solana. I guarantee you, it's actually a stable play to earn game, or it will be. That's the alpha here right now. It's been plateauing at about 15 SOL ever since we hit 20 SOL. It's been ranging back and forth. But this one is something you need to know about. We're getting a huge update drop for the Remnants. The Remnants is already super fun, but it's not sustainable. And I think that's a lot of projects that are in Solana right now. We have this tokenomics model and all that good stuff, this fancy staking, but there's no end goal. There's no what I would call faucets and sinks, right? You gotta give people tokens, but you also gotta take tokens out of the economy, and it's something that a lot of play to earn games fail to capture. Remnants is changing that though. They are bringing their tokenomics and economy model, talking about items, deflation, durability, bringing in the stamina mode instead of the keys that we currently see. There is so much coming for this, and I will have a separate video on Remnants. For right now though, just take a look at this. All right, we've seen 40,000 on just Remnants alone. They also have Remnant camps, which I'll get into in a second. Remnants is massive. So right now 15.6 SOL. You can see a ton of good profile pictures. I'm going to leave a link in the description below though. Make sure you check their item. The items are super important. They can actually sell for a ton, which is why it's one of my favorite play to earn games. I have sold trolleys and survival guides and everything. I've probably made about 10 SOL off this game, and that's keeping a ton of items still. We can go over to the Remnants dashboard. I actually have some Remnants to go collect their loot from. There's a ton of different loot zones, but man, this is only 10% of the way through. I hate radiation zone. Rug zone is more like it. 9 tokens. Are you kidding me? The going rate right now for these tokens, these camp tokens on Famous Fox token market, which is the unofficial liquidity pool right now, is about 0.0008 SOL. Ranges anywhere from that to 0.0015. So kind of just ebbs and flows. Right now, the tokenomics are not sustainable. So you're going to see more supply hit the market. It's just inflationary forever until we get our tokenomics model, in which case Stud and the team are going to drop all the alpha on exactly how these tokenomics are going to work, how the faucets and the sinks will work, and what's tackling the major problem in play to earn games before they tackle the next problem, which is bringing on more users. So super bullish on this project. It is the most likely DeFi kingdoms for Solana ecosystem. I hate making comparisons. This is its own game. It's so much fun. We're going to go ahead and open all these just so you can kind of get an idea. Please pull something. Somebody turn on my loot switch. Turn it on. I'm getting rugged here. Live stream. Oh, hallelujah. Okay, backpack, huge. As you can see right here, you can normally have two item slots. A backpack allows you to equip 3 items, and they do a bunch of different things like increase your income, increase your loot chance, increase your zombie chance, which is always fun. You can get zombified, benefits to come in the future, but who doesn't love zombies right now? Zombies are meta. So hugely bullish on this project. Let's go ahead and check out the Remnants camps. Okay, so here we have the Remnants camps. They're sitting at about 7 SOL at the time of recording. And right now, all it is a 30% loot increase for your Remnants, which doesn't seem like a lot. Why own 1 or 100 if they only do the same thing? It doesn't stack or anything like that right now. Well, we are getting a land system in Remnants where they're going to have passive income generators that actually generate a mining rig for camp. It's a camp mining rig, super cool stuff. There will be a ton of other resource driven and land upgrades and all that good stuff. It's going to be an incredible ecosystem. And this was a free drop for a lot of people. You can see it's already 12,000 SOL in volume. That is huge. Talking over 52,000 in volume on this project. Don't sleep on it, because right now it's been stable at its current floor price. And as soon as we get this massive update coming our way, which includes the tokenomics and economy, Remnants, which is a huge reason I think you should buy a Remnant right now, because you get a quest in the game to get a Remnants whitelist token. It's going to be huge. And Remnants, I mean, if they are anything like Remnants, and the current mint price is suggested to be anywhere from 2 to 2.5 SOL, this project is going to be massive. And it will continue to expand. We're going to get companions, and the team just continues to deliver. Stop by the Discord. I'll link all the Discords for these projects below, because I think they're great communities. So always bullish on communities, always bullish on builders. This is a phenomenal project. Don't sleep on it. Next project we're going to talk about is Akari. And man, the anime meta is so hot right now. So hot. So hot right now. This is no different. Akari is beautiful. This stuff is awesome. I love anime profile pictures. I think this art is so cool. We don't have that great anime profile picture, and this is it. But the nice thing about Solana NFTs, you get utility with it. So let's jump over to the liquidity pool and show you what I'm doing in order to earn some sweet passive income. So right now I am staking all of my Akari. I actually own about 6 of them. Got them for an average price of about 6.5 SOL. Still think it's a really good buy. I mean, with everything else popping off right now, this is a stable passive income driver, and I think it's only going to get better. I think this is curated by the Hydra Launchpad, which is the Sea Shanties team, an incredible team, but I think the one thing that they were missing is demand for the Triton token. I don't think there's enough utility for it, and that's where Akari comes in. Right now it is just Glow. It's going to run the similar sort of fashion as the Poseidon liquidity pool on Sea Shanties. You get about 10 Glow per day per Akari. So at the current price, it's about $3.5 a day, which equates to about $105 per Akari per month. That's awesome. That is a great return, and you're looking at a break-even rate right now at about 6 months. Huge returns on this, so definitely think this is something you should get into, because not only can you do that, but you can actually bond. There's some great tokenomics. Again, this is using Hydra's technology and everything, their staking pool. And you can see the liquidity pool. We are already at $208,000 in USDC, a total liquidity of $417,000. That is a thick liquidity pool. The reason I like Akari more than Sea Shanties, and why I think it's absolutely slept on right now, is lower supply, and there will be future demand for the Glow token. I think that's huge. I think that's huge for sustainability, which a lot of these other projects that are offering passive income don't offer. They don't do it. So we will get missions here soon. Missions will actually cost Glow to go on. You're not guaranteed anything, so there is a burn mechanism. There's game theory behind it, but you do have the potential to earn a charm. A charm will earn as much Glow in passive income as an Akari, and there's only going to be 444 of them, so incredibly low supply. That's just going to pump up demand, and eventually people are going to be buying Glow actually from the liquidity pool that has been provided. So hugely undervalued right now. I think this is going to pop off, and in fact, over the past few days, it's risen from about a 5 SOL floor price to 8.88. Not financial advice as always, but I still think it's a really good buy when you already have some of these other projects popping off right now, like Tombstone and Blocksmith and Soul Gods. I think this is a really good passive income play that is visually appealing, and right now the anime meta so hot right now. All right, next let's talk about Kamakura. Man, like I said, I don't know what it is about anime stuff that's really getting me going these days. I think because it works so well in ETH, it'll transfer over to Sol is like initial thoughts, but also the art is just so good. It's refreshing. I'm tired of seeing, just different animals with alliterations. Nothing against them, and some of them are bringing really cool stuff, but I like seeing more vibrant art, and I think it's coming to Solana. I think people are starting to value art more, and Kamakura is going to be one that I'm going to put my chips on. This is one of the low cost ones, one of the ones that I wanted to give you guys alpha on because I think it's a really cool project in a similar vein to like Akari in a sense. And the reason I like Kamakura and the reason I think it's so wildly undervalued right now is it's 1.7 Sol. You can get an Academy all the way to a Kage, Shinobi, which who doesn't love Naruto, right? Like that's the normie stuff to get into when it comes to anime. So leveling up your Shinobi to get all the way up to Kage is like the ultimate goal. Who doesn't want to do that? This is what the staking system will do. You're going to be able to rank up your Shinobi using their staking platform to get ramen is their token. Right now, ramen is sitting at like 17 cents or something like that. So you can actually make, if it's 10 ramen a day, $1.7. So you're looking at what, $50 a month for something that costs about 170. So you're looking at a break even in about 3.5 months. That's awesome. That is a good return. We love seeing returns, but more importantly, love seeing sustainability. Just like Akari, I love the ranking system they're going to come out with in order to get your Shinobi up from Academy all the way to Kage. They will have gamified staking mechanics. You can actually use your ramen to mint pets, a dojo, very similar in the sea shanty style, and 3,333 supply. I love that low supply. And the fact that it is under 10% listed is always bullish. There's about 81% of these guys staked right now on their staking website. Eventually, they're going to start rolling out more content, and we love seeing more content. Who doesn't? They are actually also doing raffles right now, which who doesn't love raffles? Again, we're kind of not reinventing the wheel here. If it worked well for something as awesome as DeGods, it can work here. You just need to foster the community, which I think is the one thing that kind of gives me a red flag about Kamakura. Not nearly as active as I'd like to see out of a community like a Remnants, like an Akari. I think that's why this is kind of flying under the radar, but that's where the alpha comes in just for you guys. This is something I love this art. You can also, if you just want to go ahead and buy a higher rank, there's Genin right here, Chunin, Jonin, and then obviously Kage, going for 35 right now. That's insane. And then there's multipliers per the rank. I love just a nice tier system. Upgrade your stuff, make it look cooler. That's what you get here. Let's talk about another project that I actually sold out of. I do not own any of this project, but I am looking at a sweet re-entry. It's Quantum Traders, and Quantum Traders had a lot of hype back when it minted, ran up to about 15 Sol and kind of pulled back a good bit as they have been working on stuff behind the scenes. And you know how impatient and how low attention span the average NFT community member is. One day feels like an eternity here. Quantum Traders is building something special. If you haven't already used the YA platform, YA allows you to switch NFTs between some peers, as well as Sol. You can do multiple NFTs. It's a really cool platform, but they also have games on there that you can have staking here soon, which, is meta right now. You need staking in order to be a successful project, it seems like these days. I'm eager for that to change one day, but right now, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I see a lot of stability with this project, and it had a lot of recent hype. I think this is a really good entry point at 6.45. We'll start seeing tokenomics roll in soon, but strong community, strong team. I love investing in builders, and this one's no different. I will be looking for a re-entry here as I get more liquidity on hand, but this one is one to watch. Next, and finally, we're going to talk about Shin Sengoku. The reason I'm super excited on this project is because you're still so early. If you're watching this video, go ahead and join that Discord, start grinding for that whitelist, because this project is going to be massive. If you missed out on Remnants and their 0.6 Sol mint, this is looking pretty good. This one is more PvP focused. It's more Japanese old Shogun era style of play. You're going to have more wars. You're going to have more strategy games against other players. So already love the artwork. I mean, look at this stuff. That is beautiful. Those samurais look so good. I love the color palettes between both of them. You can see this ninja monk, Kappa. So they're going to have a ton of different races and classes and upgraded pixel art sort of style of sprites that they have going on here. It just looks so good. The community's already popping off. When I joined, it was like 300 members. I'm never early to projects. Never. I'm usually like midterm, so I'm in between like the super ultra hype and like the OG hype. So I was the third 300 member, and we've already popped up to, I think we're at like 5,000 members right now in the Discord. Last time I checked, it is popping off. Go ahead and start grinding for that whitelist. Get in with your DAO. See if you guys can work up some whitelist spots, because that's another reason I love Remnants. Because it's a low supply or a lower supply, we actually have more whitelist spots available, and everybody loves us coming into their game or project because we're diamond hands, baby. Diamond hands. And I think this one is going to be one for the future, one for the books, one to hold on to. Don't sleep on Shin Sengoku. Active community. Love the art. Love the fact that it's going to be playable on day one too. That is huge. I cannot tell you how many games fall flat on their face because they don't have something to do right off the gate, or something. I mean, anything. It doesn't have to be the full game. It could be just like Remnants did, where it was super click, send on trip. You only had 3 loot spots, and that was it. And now it's evolved into something massive, and it's going to continue to grow. And the community has been so foundational to the project. I think we're going to see something similar to Shin as well. That about does it for me today. Thank you so much for tuning into my first Solana NFT video. I cannot wait to build this channel out and give you guys some free alpha for the future to help build your portfolio and just enjoy this. Man, this space is so much fun if you let it be. Start going after quality, start going after those projects that are just, you know, really pique your interest, because there's so many good ones out there. And I can go on and on about them. And next few videos are going to go over some more projects. We're going to go review some, but first and foremost, we're going to talk about my love for Remnants. We're going to talk about the update coming up and get a little more in depth on some strategy behind that game, as well as some for the future on future videos. Thank you so much for tuning in. Man, I am so excited to be here. Thank you so much for joining the Bison Den. I'll see you on the next video.